all know, Gabby and I love books.
Oh yeah, we love writing them, we love reading them.
And we love listening to them.
This video is sponsored by Audible.
They have tons of audiobooks. They also have Audible originals and news and comedy.
What's the last book that you listened to?
Well, there's this amazing book called Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay.
And it's a novel, but it's written as though it's a oral history of a 1970s rock band.
Wow.
So it's all interviews, and the Audible version of it has like a full cast.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. Like Benjamin Bratt, Judy Greer, Jessica Biel.
Nice.
Like, so they got like big celebrities to like play these characters in this book. It's amazing.
I just listened over and over to the Call Me By Your Name audiobook as read by Armie Hammer.
That makes sense.
We also...
Yeah, our book, I Hate Everyone But You, is available on Audible, narrated by
me
and me. Listening to Audible can help improve your mind, body, and soul with inspiration, information, and entertainment.
If you want to listen to your books,
You know, at the gym,
yeah,
while
walking your dog,
commuting, cooking,
in the shower.
I was gonna say in the shower.
I love to listen to stuff
Me
in the
too.
shower. Is that weird?
No, I love it. I can't have a moment alone with my own thoughts. Go to audible.com/justbetweenus or text 500-500 with the code justbetweenus. So text just between us to 500-500. You'll get a 30 free day trial. You'll also get 1 free audiobook. And you'll get 2 Audible originals that you can pick from an ever-changing list.
Yeah, so they have their own original shows. So what more could you ask for?
Not much. I can't focus because you put a strand of your wig on the table, and now I'm just like panicking about when we're gonna clean it up.
I'll clean it when we're done.
No, yeah, it's totally fine. I know we discuss friendship a lot on this channel.
Sure.
But I wanted to discuss like what is a good friend to you specifically, because I feel like everybody has different needs. And as my friend group has sort of been like changing and shifting, like I'm trying to figure out like what is it that I value the most and like what works for me instead of just like generalizations.
Well, what have you learned?
I don't know.
I think it changes as you change. So like you could 1 year value one thing and then another year value another thing.
Yeah, like I feel sugar is farting and it is so pungent. When I was single, a big part of it was like how available the friend was to me. And like how much like face-to-face time we had.
Sure.
Because I had to fill the days.
But you didn't necessarily, I mean, you were pretty picky with friends, but were you less picky because you were just like whoever's around the most?
No, but like that, like I often like based the value of how close I was to someone with like how often I saw them.
Okay, yeah.
And now I'm like, now that I'm getting older and now that like I'm thinking about like, well, what will it even look like if I like have kids or like I live with someone, like you probably don't see your friends as much.
I guess. I don't like though when I have friends who get into relationships and then they disappear, fully disappear.
No, and I've never done that.
No, not you, but like other people go, oh, well, I'm in a relationship, so I don't need friends anymore.
You obviously still need friends, but I think that it's like you definitely need them, but I think that you can get by without them. Like it's like you have to almost make more of an effort. Yeah. Because like you have to like save that time for them.
I have had a little bit of weirdness because since I've been depressed, I'm just sort of doing stuff by myself or like needing a lot of time to just like calm down or be somewhere quiet. And so I've had friends where we've had plans and then I've been like, hey, I'm just like really anxious and I can't. And the ones that are like very understanding or the ones that are sort of like, okay, do you want to like FaceTime later instead? Or like, I saw another friend of mine and I was like, sorry, I sort of disappeared. And she was like, no, I just wait for you to return. Like, I know that that's sort of what you do. That's been a double-edged sword because it's been nice that people get it and that I have friends that are like, we don't take it personally. We don't like, you know, we don't think poorly of you. But I also feel bad because I don't want to seem like the friend who just drops off. But it is like mental health related.
And I think that you're being clear with people what it's about.
Oh, yeah. I very much will be like, I'm depressed.
Right. So I think that's something that you value as someone being understanding of your mental health.
Yeah.
I don't value that at all.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I used to have a lot of friends who would put the pressure on to, like, they'd be like, come on, come out, do this, do that. I like now when I go, I don't want to, and they go, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
No, like, lack of peer pressure is huge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like being peer pressured at all.
Yeah.
I think I also, it's like this weird thing where I'm like, how often should my friends be checking in on me? And I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, what's normal. I don't know. Like, for whatever reason, like, I haven't been enjoying texting as much as I normally do.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to text really anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, I have, like, text fatigue.
Sure.
And so I've, like, been texting my friends less for the most part. And, like, that feels fine to me. But I'm like, oh, am I being a bad friend? Like, because we had this maybe a precedent of texting more in the past. And, like,
sure. And you go through different stages with people where you're very close to them for a while and you text for a while. And then sometimes people get busy or... That's why it's hard to, if you only have one friend or if you only have a couple friends, because then there's no breaks and like everybody is just sort of up each other's buttholes and there's codependency.
But I only have a couple friends and I don't feel like anyone's up my butthole. I've like lost some friends recently and things have shifted and it's an interesting thing because I've spoken to you about this where it's like I go back to that fear of losing all my friends. You know.
Yeah, you go like directly to I've lost or I'm not as close to a few people, so no one will be my friend. And then you also think it's your fault, which is like
I'm working on seeing that it's probably not my fault. Because
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good at taking responsibility for things when they are my fault.
Yeah. I don't think it's a one-way street, but you're
Yeah.
acting like it is a one-way street.
Not really. In my head I know that it's not. I guess I'm just like, oh, am I distancing myself from people? Am I like pulling away?
Oh.
And I think part of it is that I'm just like I'm more stable and I'm like happier alone.
Yeah.
I'm like more chill to just like hang out by myself. I think whenever like your behavior shifts or like your day-to-day shifts or you're seeing a change in yourself, you have like I'm kind of like trying to check in and be like, why is this happening?
Mm-hmm.
Is this just maturity? Is this good or is this bad?
But
Or like is
there
there
will
something
be-
do I need to fall more in the middle?
There will be phases where you will want to be around people more. I think it just you go through phases of wanting to be around people and not wanting to be around people.
Yeah.
But you have to be clear.
But it's like certain people. I kind of just like want to be like around my family. Is sort of like how I'm feeling right now.
But I think that's okay, and if you're honest, if you just say that, like where I say I'm depressed or sorry, I was gonna meet you, but I'm like having anxiety, and
I need to make it clear that no one is trying to hang out with me. The big difference is that I'm not doing as much reaching out.
Yeah.
So historically, I often set the plans, or I make sure the plans happen, or I'm the instigator, and I'm not really doing that as much anymore. And I think because that was what it was always like. You know, I have like one friend who does reach out the same amount, but like there's just less plans because I'm not instigating them. But also like, you know, I met up with a friend recently and she was like, oh, I've just like had a really, you know, I've had a really hard month. I've just been so busy with work and I'm just like really anxious and stuff. And like, I'm like, oh, right. Like I'm always filtering it through like what's going on in my life, but like also things are going to shift because of what's going on in their life.
Yes, of course. I always think it's other stuff's going on with other people, which is why sometimes it's nice to check in. Like sometimes I really will like I'll sometimes just send like a heart to someone, or I'll just
I've
be
never
like,
gotten that.
or I'll be like, hey, what's up?
That happened to me once. There's like an emotional element where like, I don't know, for whatever reason, sometimes I'll feel connected or disconnected from someone, regardless of like if I'm seeing them or not. I think there's just some friends where you're like, yes, I haven't seen them, but like whatever, I know that like they'll have my back. I know that like when I see them, it will be the same.
I don't know. It's like the beginning of a relationship where you're like in a honeymoon and then you kind of feel like okay to not see each other as much. And then you're like,
but then you're like, oh, but are they hanging out with their other friends all the time?
okay, what do I like people that are understanding of mental illness. I like, I tend to like queer people, like in the queer community, just because I don't know, just because that's like a shorthand for interests and stuff.
Are you proud I didn't make any sort of joke about that?
I know, I can't believe it. What were you thinking of doing?
A few different ones.
Oh, okay.
I had a
Do you
few
want to
different-
try
I had
them?
a few different angles.
You want to try them out?
No, I'd rather move on.
Oh, okay. I like people who also want to discuss pop culture a lot.
Oh.
Like it doesn't, like I like people where it doesn't necessarily have to be like this thing of like, here's my trauma today.
Oh, yeah.
Where it can just be like the way I explain the Marvel movies to you.
Oh, I love that. I love when you explain the Marvel movies to me. I like it when I can tell that my friend actually cares about me. But there's like an actual like love there. Mm-hmm. That to me, like, you know, and I think that's something that sometimes like you have to remind a friend.
Yeah.
To be like, thank you for being my friend. Like,
Yeah.
I love that you're my friend. Like, you know, because I
Yeah.
think we're like conditioned to do that in romantic relationships and with our family.
Yeah.
But like not as much like with our friends.
True.
And it can go a long way.
I used to get so weird when friends would say I love you.
Yeah, I know. I value people who love ice cream.
Sure.
Like a good dessert pal, important.
Yeah.
Just someone where it's like easy to talk to. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm like I don't.
Or you don't have to talk. Or you can just like go see a movie and that's fine.
Yeah, I like it when my friends don't talk.
Well, what did we do yesterday? We just watched this Netflix show together.
For hours. It was
So-
so good.
So
There you go. Yeah, where you're just like calm in each other's company.
yeah.
But there's also different friends because there's like a difference when you're seeing someone more often. Then it's not like you sit down and catch up on everything.
True.
Like, you have to just like be able to exist in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's friends where you see them so rarely that each time it's like blah 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 because you're like catching them up.
I like friends who laugh at your jokes.
Yes, I need a laugh.
I need an audience. Mm-hmm. And that they're funny back.
Yes.
I can't have like someone who you say something funny and they go, "Oh, that was funny." No!
No, that's
I need you to laugh raucously.
I guess it just shifts so much in different phases of your life.
Yes.
There it is, folks.
Yeah, I
Things
mean,
change, people grow.
what about my college friends who I wasn't friends with for forever, and then like one of them had like something really bad go on in their life, and all of us just flew to see her, and it was like a lovely reunion, and it felt like no time had passed.
Yeah. I have a friend from college.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Hey, Max.